So Greg's going steady with someone, and he's currently on a break. Okay. I'm gonna unmute the mics now, guys. uh, good morning once, good morning twice, good morning enough times to get things right. This is episode session 88 of the World Breakers campaign. We rejoin in 2K back to the Roll20 map. Tailspire is working. We're going to finish out the fight on this one. Let me share that with you really quick so everyone can get
I started to like that little map. I'm happy to see it back.
It's not bad. It's tricky because it has its Roll20 does a lot of things great, and while I enjoy the elevation that Tailspire gives us, the simplicity over here does make combat a little easier sometimes. But no buyer's remorse. Stay the course. Yes, so last fight you started the combat with the Warforged Patira the First. I think we've gone through 3 or 4 rounds. Slyra actually the only one to take significant damage. though everyone's had some damage dealt to them, I believe. Um, Patira has the ability to somehow harness the damage from missed attacks to be unleashed at a time of its choosing. So far, that's only happened once. You all have managed to limit your misses since you realize how his weapon works, and you've done significant damage to him. He is a bit wobbly on his feet as it currently stands, and we will see how that progresses. Beyond that, there are currently 2 runes lit up on his sword at the moment. There are 2 runes lit up on the columns surrounding you, and as you guys have devised, that is how divine magic is being stopped, is seeming to be absorbed or canceled out by these pillars. There are a total of 8 of these pillars. 2 are currently active from having canceled out spells. You have learned that stepping off of the main platform puts you at risk for the lair action of the room, which only Slyrak has fallen prey to so far. Twice. There is difficult terrain that's been put up on the board. I do not remember what the circle here is. Oh, that's the other platform. Okay.
The table.
That's the table platform. We have Slyrak summoned fiend thing, and Patira, I think, is down 20 feet of movement thanks to that creature.
Yes.
Okay.
Shadow.
Yes. Any questions, comments, concerns, or reminders before we hop back into combat?
Did Feely do anything? Does he have any
this is
concentration
very
spells up right
important.
now?
I think you have up a aura of healing, or that might be. No, you don't. That's the catches. You use your magic to heal Slyrak, and when you did, the Warforged turned his entire attention to you. Saying
I take that action back. I take that action back.
Sorry, we cannot do so.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Saying that you all brought the enemy in here and has been trying his best to get to and kill you since then.
What?
Relcurus has been playing interference. He grew to a larger size and has been tackling and trying to shove Patira away from you. But Patira's actions seem to be locked in on getting rid of you.
We have figured out that he is resistant to everything except for psychic so far. I don't think we've tried every damage type, but that's the only one that has not been halved.
Yes, I mean
So
you guys
all
have
the
been,
elements.
Mm-hmm. Most of them. You guys have been focusing on area of effect spells instead of direct attacks because area of effect can't miss. He's been collecting the damage from missed attacks.
Isn't when he gets?
I don't have any
five,
active
you
healing
get that
you
thing?
said though.
Michelle
Yeah,
first
5
thing.
rooms.
Greg. Yeah. What were you saying, Michelle?
Was it 5 where it activated the thing?
Last time it got overcharged beyond 5, and that's when he attacked with it.
Mm.
But he's only attacked with it once so far. What did you ask, Greg?
Don't worry.
You sure?
No, but it has 5. It has 5 rooms or whatever, right?
Correct. It has 5 runes on it. 2 are lit, 3 are not. If there's no further questions or reminders, we will jump back in with the top of the round with Katra.
Oh. Okay, sorry. And he is blocked in on 2 of 3 or 3 of 4 sides, right?
2 sides. So there's Jerry and Slyrak in front of him. There's Slyrak's spirit thing behind him.
And that's by Moonbeam. Right there,
Yes.
right? The purple? Okay.
Yes.
Is it an action? Yeah, okay, then I'll just put it over him as my action.
Okay. The moonbeam has been adjusted. When he starts his turn in that, he will take damage.
What does the black square that me and Slyrak are in represent?
Difficult terrain from an erupting earth spell, I believe.
Gotcha.
And he's the one with the 2 guns.
That's Relcurus. He's the one.
Oh.
The other one, other very large creature.
All right, thank you.
There he is.
Boom.
Mm.
He got a nice big old dent in his head.
Right?
Okay. Any movement or bonus action from you, Catcher?
No. Nope.
Okay. This will bring us to Philly. You're up next.
Oh Lord. Okay. All right. So on the outer edge, the only people it's that specter looking thing over there next to the warforge.
That's summoned by Slyrak, so that's a friend.
Oh.
Yeah. Can
hold
that
on.
thing take damage?
Yes, it takes damage.
Greg, I have to tell you about your spell slots because I couldn't actually mark them off last week.
I see 2 taken down already.
You have all first level. You have 2 second level, 2 third level, 1 fourth level.
Hold up. I have
Sorry.
all first level, 2
2
second levels.
second, 2 third,
All right, only 2/3. Okay.
1 fourth, and both fifths.
I only have 1/4 available,
Mm-hmm. And
and
2 fifth levels available.
both fifths. All right, thank you.
Mhm.
All right, real quick. I heard that moonbeam is working, but other things don't? Is it because of area effect?
So it's everyone's attack. It's half damage. He's a barbarian. He's been raging, so everything's been halved, except for psychic.
Everyone's moving right up right now. And everybody's health is good.
Slyrak's fucked.
Slyrak is at 5 hit points.
5. And how close is Slyrak to me?
He is 5, 10, 15 feet away.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to cast Healing Spirit at Alright, I'm gonna cast Healing Spirit at the 4th level.
Okay, we got Healing Spirit up. Is that start of his turn or immediately?
Start of his turn.
Okay. So
Thank you.
Keep an eye on that. Any
And
movement?
can hold up. I'm gonna stay where I am.
Mhm.
But I will put. What is that cat?
Finral.
Make sure he's right next time. I'm gonna have him go to Slyrak's shoulder, and the command to teleport him and allies if they're going to be attacked by the Warforged. And they can teleport them 5 feet back, like just back 1 square.
Okay. All right, so Finral has moved to Slyrak's shoulder. The command, if they'll allies or himself attacked, move back 5 feet. With that, we go to Slyrak's turn. Oh no, I lied. We go to the Warforged turn.
Yeah, so he was before me, unfortunately.
Yes. So, with his movement decimated. Well, yes. Well, it's not decimated. It's just not great.
I thought he reduced by 20.
That's a lot. He can't get too to Philly this turn. So he is going to start thinning out
taking
the
damage.
ranks. Oh, yeah. So roll damage for the Moonbeam.
Does
What's the
anybody
saving
remember
throw?
what level I cast it at?
Oh shit.
I think it was. I don't know if it was third or fourth level.
What spell slots do you have marked off?
Third and fourth level.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Hold on.
I
let me
do
see how
not
many d6
remember.
I have. Hold on. Let me count my die. Hold on.
I want
Okay, it
to
was
say
third.
that you
Oh,
did
no,
the
it's
healing
fourth.
spirit at fourth, because I was at 3 hit points then.
Oh yeah. Okay. Then it would have to be third. Okay. It would have to be third then. Okay. So I did polymorph. Okay.
So it's a con save.
If the druids have been keeping Slyrak alive, he can get his ass beat this fight.
Yeah. So
You rolled
16, 19 plus 19.
He rolled an 18 on his con save. Is that half damage?
Yeah. And this is radiant damage.
This time, no rune lights up, except for one on his sword.
On his sword?
Mm-hmm. But you do see he took some damage from that attack.
Okay.
So that's the start of his turn. He will take one swing at Slyrak. Finral will respond as dictated to move you all back 5 feet. Nope, not the square.
Hey! My beast is one of the people too.
Say again. Oh no, he's good. He moved to it. So everyone moved back 5. Everyone within 5 feet. So that is.
I'm talking about my healing spirit.
That's not a person. Healing spirit stays right where it was. Nice try.
Yeah, good try.
Legitimately nice try. Get everyone back in their squares correctly. Fine. Okay, so the first strike misses as you are poofed back 5 feet. He will take a step forward and swing again.
What?
Gets 2 swings.
He does get 2 swings. He is going to. He will attack recklessly, so it'll be a straight roll because of your cloak.
Okay.
Does a 23 hit?
I'll use fewer scars this time, and no.
I think it's important to bring up the fact that Manny is actively trying to kill my character in his campaign because of my, my actions last week here. So we're currently dueling across the multiverse. This is a multiversal duel.
You guys can't do that.
You snuck ahead of everybody else.
I did. It's entirely my fault that my character in situation's in, but I just wanted to bring that, full transparency for the crowd.
We both might be making new characters this week.
Very good chance. So that attack misses. Don't think he has anything here with a bonus action that will make any sense. That was 5.
Hey, do I get an attack opportunity?
No, he's still in your combat range right now.
Wait, is his speed double reduced because of the ghost thing and the terrain?
So the ghost knocked off 20. He moved up 5. Difficult terrain is doubled, so it takes 10 feet to move down 1. So that's as far as he can go right there.
Damn.
Yeah, you guys have done an amazing job just destroying his mobility. Which is, I think it's the first time I've seen that implemented truly and well in D&D. So kudos to you guys. This will bring us to Slyrak.
Go get him, Tiger.
Alright, a little annoyed that this guy is standing in his healing spirit. Look at
Yes,
him
he
and
is.
just say, I had been saving this for a particular asshole. It seems you meet the description. I'm going to let all... Actually, I'm going to sidestep down and to the right, like a knight in chess.
Oh, that's not.
I'm going to unload all 10 charges of the ring at him. And for
Boy,
his saving throw, I'm going to use my 4.
oh,
that I
you're gonna
have.
give him your 4.
Yeah.
Okay, we haven't seen this yet.
Wow.
For those who are unaware, I roll a dice the top of every morning you all wake up for Slyrak, and he can use that dice number for one of his rolls or anyone else's roll he wants. I believe it's anyone else, but he is giving Patera the 4, so guaranteed to fail on this. Let's see how much you fucked yourself up, Manny.
Alright,
Go
so I have to
ahead.
make a strength or a dex saving throw. Oh, what's the spell DC on this?
Let me look it up really quick. What we got here?
I think Harry's was 19.
Harry is 19. Harry made this. I'm gonna say it's 19.
Right.
You're living in Harry's world.
Might knock me out. Might not. Where's my saving throw? It was a +3. Do it again. Oh, yeah, that's not good. That's a 12.
12. Okay, so go ahead and roll damage and let's see how far both of you are flying.
I think. If I fail by more than 5, which I did, the distance
Okay.
is split between the two of you. Okay.
So if you had failed within 5, it just split the distance. Because you failed outside of 5,
Okay.
it's distance and damage.
Also taking
split.
half damage.
Yes.
I got it. All right, I'm gonna roll this on the app because I don't have 10d6.
It's so fun. We're finally using this ring.
39.
Okay.
Having nothing. 19 or 20. It doesn't really matter because I'm unconscious either way.
Yeah, you're unconscious for sure, and you are knocked back. We'll call it 20 feet just for ease.
It's, I think half of the damage taken.
Yep. You guys are splitting that, so you both get knocked. Well, actually, you both get knocked 10 feet because you guys split that because you didn't make your save. Well, let me read this one more
Yeah.
time. I think that's what it is. But in physics and D&D, always a fun time. Yeah, so because you failed, the distance that he would have been pushed is now split between both of you. So the push would have been 20 feet, but instead it is 10.
Before it goes off, I look at Jerry. Say,
Is Halima?
"Make
she can't see you
drag
from
my
that."
body into the healing spirit.
Oh, there's all this stuff blocking. I realized that when I came
I'm in
back in.
difficult
You're so low
terrain.
down, man. Okay, so 10 feet, 10 feet, Slyrak unconscious.
Damn, I haven't seen that Red X in a long time.
Right.
Hasn't it been a long time since the Red X?
Huh?
Finn was on your shoulder. We'll say he's still rocking with you. That being said, well, there's no bonus action or movement for being knocked out, so I guess that's what you got. Oh, let me mark this. Oh, damage. So he took the full brunt of the damage. Okay. Do. I gotta roll the thing. Okay. All right. So as you blast him with the Ring of Titanic Force, he's launched back 10 feet, catches himself and slides a bit as just dents and chunks are coming out of his person. He is barely on his feet, but he is still standing. Whereas you are knocked on your ass unconscious. But you get it looked like Patera was going to fall, but managed to just will himself to stay up with rage.
Oh, motherfucker.
Does your spirit go away when you take the big KO?
I think so, because pretty sure it's concentration. Double check. Yeah, it's concentration.
Okay. Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters. This will bring us... Jerry, this brings us to you.
Let him
God
out.
damn it, I'm here.
Oh, let me double check. He might be prone. Let me read this one more time. Because he did fail to say it based on...
Oh, please be prone. That'd be
Thanks.
great.
Also, Catra's still a horse, by the way.
Are you
That's
still a
right.
horse?
Mhm.
I forgot
Look
you
at
turned
that
into...
horse.
Great.
Look at that horse.
Yeah, I was
Look at that
thinking
horse.
it.
I forgot you turned into a horse. That did happen. I did not write it into the object that you are knocked prone, but I feel like if you get knocked
Ah.
back 10 feet, you're probably prone. We will say he's prone. It makes sense for that to do that.
Does it say pushed back or knocked back?
I wrote pushed.
Okay.
Based on what I wrote, he'd still be standing.
Yeah.
I go for what I wrote.
Does
He's
being-
standing.
Okay, well, I still want to know. Does being prone in difficult terrain, does that have any effect?
If he were prone, it wouldn't. It's still an advantage to hit him as prone. I mean, as far as
Right, no,
like,
I was just wondering.
yeah, as far as movement speed, you're kind of fucked because it's half move to stand up, and you're half movement because difficult terrain. It would legitimately
Right.
stack a lot of nonsense. Right now he's standing, so his regular rolls if you want to. Oh, it's with advantage because he recklessly attacked.
Right. And so we said that he is, he's, what's the word I'm looking for
Busted
here?
as fuck.
He's fucked
He has resistance to all these different
Everything but psychic.
types of,
Oh, yeah.
so he can still take the damage, it's just half. Right?
Correct. Just half damage.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna try and beat the shit out of this thing.
Go for it. And
Alright.
your magic is the only your divine magic is the only divine magic working in here. Because your patron is new and wasn't around.
Oh
back
yes,
when
yes,
this
yes.
room
I
was
remember
built.
this. Yeah. Okay. In that case,
Echo.
that's you then. What can I do? How far is Slyrak? from me?
Oh, Slyrak is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet away, unconscious.
Okay, I can do something with that. What let's touch. Do you guys think I should attack this dude or try and help man?
I got me.
Attack.
All right,
Down.
fuck it. We throwing them bows.
Weak. Right?
He's really fucked up right now.
Throw them bows.
Like
All
he
right,
held
I am
on
going
because
to-
of an ability
Mm.
on death's door.
Yeah, we're going with the battle axe.
Okay, swing away.
15.
15 will miss. Please roll damage for me. Please roll damage.
Was that with advantage?
He's not prone, so I only rolled a 1.
No, but I thought it was advantage because of the reckless.
Yeah, he attacked
Oh,
recklessly,
yeah,
so you're
yeah, yeah,
attacking
yeah.
with advantage.
All right, yeah, it's still 15.
Damn.
12
going on? Wait, who has advantage?
Yeah, so
Everybody who
he
attacks
still
him.
misses. Yeah, anyone who attacks him has
Okay.
advantage because he attacked recklessly until the start of his next turn.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, 12 points of damage
Alright, I'm a-
as a fourth rune lights.
How points of damage for me?
No, I'm just you roll 12 for your damage. I'm just pointing that out.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to take my second swing.
Hmm?
Hold on. 28.
Hell yeah.
28 will hit.
Wow. 6 points of damage. Hold on. Let's see.
Okay,
I think I
okay,
can
I'm holding.
button
I'm
for
holding.
this. Can I do Searing Smite still, or no? Because
I think so. It's just a
oh, it's
spell
a bonus
slot.
action. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a bonus action. So, boom. Yeah, I'm gonna do Searing Smite at 3rd level.
Okay.
That's gonna do 3d6 fire damage to him, and it's gonna cause him to ignite in flames.
Ignite
Start
in
of each-
flames.
Yeah, it's last for a minute. At the start of each of its turn until it's
Is it use an action to put it
No.
out, or does he stay aflame?
I'm reading. At the start of each of its turns until the spell ends, the target must make a con saving. On a failed save, it takes 1d6 fire damage, or 2d6 in this case. On a successful save, the spell ends. If the target or creature within 5 feet of it uses an action to put out the flames, or if some other effect causes the flames, this target being submerged in water.
Okay, cool.
So I'm going to go ahead and do 3d6. It'll be an extra 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Also, just to keep the fun rolling, his speed is reduced again.
By how much?
Huh?
How much is your speed reduced by?
It just says reduced speed. It doesn't actually tell me.
Oh, by 10 feet. His speed goes down another 10 feet, so that's now. How long does the effects of your creature last, Maddie? Was it 1 round?
It's
or
only-
was it?
If it starts its turn within 5 feet of it.
Okay, so that's gone. So now 10 feet
Yeah.
will be the disadvantage, the speed loss it currently has. All right, any
Alright.
movement from you, Jerry? Oh, resolve. So you hit him. You see the lights go out and almost fall back, so they burn bright, and he stands back up. as his relentless rage is keeping him alive.
The 10 feet. So is that halved again because he's still in difficult terrain, or is
It
that
will be, yes. So it'll be 10 off his max speed, then whatever's left, that max speed is half.
okay?
But relentless rage keeps him alive.
Damn it.
I would like to, if I move down one square, I'm still within it. Like he wouldn't get an attack of opportunity.
No.
I move down.
Okay.
What's that green circle?
Move into that circle.
That's
Healing
healing
spirit.
Healing spirit.
Yeah, let me get in there.
Okay, you're in the healing spirit.
Do I get anything
Okay.
now, or when my turn begins?
Now?
Get it right now.
Now?
Yeah, when you move into it.
All right, cool. How much do I get?
10 plus. You get 12.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay. This will bring us to Valkyrus. He's been using his turns making sure that Terra cannot get to Philly.
Let him try.
I mean, he's been trying. He'll go for the grapple again, and he's going to try to knock him off the main platform. So this will be opposing strength checks. Let's see. Oh, I gotta pull up Valkyrus' character sheet really quick. Okay, he succeeds. So let's see, he used 5, 10 to get up here. And because of good old difficult terrain, so he can take another step and pull the Warforged mainly or halfway off of the platform while still having the pillar on his back. And Patera is grappled. He's going to use his second attack to instead. He has 5 feet more. He'll just adjust and move Patera completely off of the platform. That brings us to Fino.
How much speed does Pino have?
He has a lot. Well, let me pull it up.
Okay. He said he wants to just go up and slash at him.
Okay. Yeah, he has 40 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 gets him there. I can roll it on D&D Beyond.
No, he said he's gonna roll.
All right.
I'm
all right.
texting him now. He's
Nice.
I appreciate the distrust.
Oh, can he get sneak attack? Is that possible?
Yeah, because Valkyrus is within 5 feet. And it's still at advantage.
What's it? Okay.
first one coming in. 10 with a natural 1. Holy moly. Second one, 23. Okay, 23 will hit.
Okay.
Right.
Nice,
13
nice.
on the flame tongue. There is sneak attack damage to follow. Ooh. 22 points in the sneak attack. A total of. Oh, he has more. And another 7 for the fire. So. That is 42 points of damage, halved, to 21 points of damage. Once again, the lights in the eyes go out. He begins to fall back before he stabs his sword into the ground and stands back up, as once again, relentless rage succeeds.
Okay. He wants to try to move and have somebody between him and the thing if
I
possible.
figured.
Mhm.
25, 30, 35, 40. So you can move back behind Jerry and Rokiris.
Okay.
Okay. Brings us to the top of the round. At the top of the round, once again the coils around the map kick in, begin to glow. In this, for those with the spice vision, bright blue in magical infusions. And as they begin sucking in energy and people, Patira seems unaffected by it. And no one else is off the platform. Katra, your turn.
Oh. Hold on. He said he can offhand attack? Wait, hold on. Bonus action.
Yeah, but won't that cost him his bonus action? And then he wouldn't be able to.
Well, he has
disengage?
mobile. That's how he's running away like that.
Oh, mobile, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
yeah.
can't use his bonus action to take a offhand attack that would not have the benefits of his proficiency, I don't believe.
Okay. So I think he wants to
Oh,
use
you
it
don't add your ability modifier.
before he moves.
Okay, so that would just be about the ability.
Still with
modifier.
advantage, right?
It's still with advantage, but I think he's at a plus what, 1.
Oh, that for the whole thing? Or I thought that was only on damage.
Let me see. Oh, it's for the damage. You're right. So roll it like regular, but for the damage, you don't get to add any of the pluses to it. So he can stabby one more time at advantage.
He said he got a 17 with advantage.
Okay, I think that meets. That's meet it, beat it. Go ahead and roll damage. No sneak attack this time. That's once per turn.
He said 1.
1. Sometimes 1 is just enough.
Was it?
As he takes this strike against Patera, the flame tongue sword doing a ton of damage. They come back around with just a regular rapier and just getting a quick stab in and out of the gut of Patera. Patera's eyes go bright before dimming, and he sways and sways. And as he begins to fall, you see his body just breaking apart, limb from limb, chest falling, legs seeming to kind of fall off as his jacket dissolves and his mantle disappears. And standing before you is a much skinnier, smaller Patira. The eyes much smaller, a lit blue. In the Spice Vision, Katra and Theno, you see as Patira goes to fall and be destroyed, the large Maker reappears, reaches his hand out, and strings appear from his hand onto this new, smaller Patira. And as the mouth begins to work, it says, "You've brought the enemy here. I will do all I can to defeat it." As a new, smaller Patira stands before you.
Saeed said he wanted to, since this killed the big one, the one blow. He said he wants to stab him in the eye and say, "You're new Verge."
We're not going that meta off mic, unfortunately. But you will get that second strike in. Pretty much the bulk and size of Paterna is gone. He is now down to a medium creature.
Ain't even a large creature, right?
While he
Round
has the
two.
sword still in his hand, is now dragging across the ground.
He's still in difficult terrain, no?
No, he's not. He's above it now.
In the spice, am I still seeing what's his name controlling this small thing?
No. See, the Maker essentially, it looked like he pulled smaller Patira out of the shell of the larger one. As he
I see.
does that, everything falls apart and the smaller one lands, grabbing the sword again.
I
The
see.
Maker looks his gaze down to you, looks at your cousin, and just an irate face appears as it dissolves back into the ether.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Katra, you're
What
up.
I do?
I think that the thing that's controlling us is the enemy that I mean, I'm not too happy about. How far? Oh, you know what? Let me get Slyrack.
Slyrack is still down.
I didn't
Um,
anticipate round two. I would have held on to that a couple more rounds. I figured, like, all right, they'll wrap this up. He's weak. They can pick me up when it's done. It's fine.
That awkward moment. So I have 120 feet, so I'm gonna get him, put him right next to the healing
That's right, I
thing, so
keep
Jerry
forgetting
can
your
step
horse.
to the side.
What size creature is this horse? Is it still medium?
Large.
Okay, okay, so what are you doing?
Taking Slyrack over to, or should I take him to my cousin?
The healing spear is occupied, so that's not an option.
I know. I said next to it.
Okay, so you can definitely.
So maybe on Jerry's turn, he can like.
That's the cat. So we're
Slide
talking about like
him.
right here.
Drag Slyrack by his collar.
Yeah.
Okay. So you drag Slyrack by his collar and put him down right next to the healing spear, which is next to Jerry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I wait? Can I still cast spells in my polymorph? Not polymorph.
Wild
Shape?
shape. Let's see how broken druids are. Let me check.
No, only specific druids.
Mm-hmm.
Only specific druids can do it. Can you hear me?
Yeah. So yes, no spells like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. End of turn or anything else?
No, that's all.
Okay, this brings us to Philly's turn.
All right, wherever that thing is, can I see it or no?
Now he's hard to see because he's now smaller than Valkyris, and Valkyris is standing in front of him. You know where
Can I
he
see
is.
where
but
it's
you-
at? Can I see
you
the
know-
ground that's standing on? Like, is that elevated or below us? What is it? Or
It's a
same
little,
platform?
like a step down. What are you trying to do? This may not be as restrictive as you're making it.
Erupting Earth.
That you can do that.
Wait, my homeboy's still down, right?
Yes, he's still down.
Um, alright. I want to cast Erupting Earth.
Okay.
Now I see where that's not Dresden. What's that guy's name again?
Real curious.
Valkyries. I see where he's at. Are his gun like what square is Valkyries?
He's large. He's covering those 4 chunks of square.
He's that big.
Yes.
Somebody gonna do it about this. I don't want to hit him. It's a big attack.
Well, I mean, it's just 20 feet, right?
Yeah, it's just 20 feet, but I would have rather the 20 feet to prevent homeboy from moving.
He has not taken much damage at all in this fight.
Mhm. All right, I'm doing this. I want to make him go a little slower. Can you move it the other way, though, Brian? The square, put it where that green is.
You want to hear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Erupting Earth is strong as shit.
It is. That's a hell of a shot.
I casted it at level 5.
And that's a deck save?
That is a deck saving throw.
Okay.
Save of 17.
All right, go ahead and roll the damage.
I did 32.
Okay. The earth erupts under him. As it does, you see his eyes light up again. He stabs the sword into the ground, jumps, and lands with 1 foot on top of his sword. As the earth erupts, doing no damage to him, but lighting up the 5th rune on the sword. As he hops back down and pulls it out of the ground.
It does half damage on a successful save.
Yes, it would if not for an ability that he has.
What? All right. For my bonus action, I move the beast over Slarak. The healing beast over Slarak.
Okay.
Right, I forgot you could move it.
Any movement from you?
Let me see how close I am to homeboy.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet away from him.
All right. You see that 1 square diagonally to the right? Yeah, go down. Yep. Try to be hidden by the horse.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Your turn ends. Tira grabs the sword, swings it up, and puts it on his shoulder, and begins sprinting. That's 10 feet there because difficult terrain. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Curious, Jerry, you just blew up the earth. And he's been actively trying to murder you this whole time. Rocurus, Jerry, and Fino all get attack opportunity here.
Alrighty then.
And his smaller form does seem to be much faster.
I see. He didn't have to run through any difficult terrain to get here?
He ran out of one that ate 10 feet. But outside of
What's
the
that
30
red-
out of one, he was fine.
I thought there was another difficult terrain on the board.
There is, but currently the group is all standing in it.
I rolled a 27 with an 8 damage.
Okay, 27 hits, 8 points of damage to him.
Oh, also, fun fact, because I speed is slowed. And yeah.
That pulls back 10 feet. He still makes it to Philly.
God damn.
Relcurus will miss. I need an attack from Pheno. This is straight roll because he's not reckless anymore.
Hey, can I use Savage Attacker? It says once per turn, when you hit a target with a weapon, you can roll the weapon's damage twice and use either roll against the target.
Yeah.
We just picked that up on our last level up too.
Did you?
He
Still
said
an 8.
19 damage? Or was it?
What were you saying, Michelle?
He rolled.
Oh, 24
no.
hits. That's 19 points of damage.
Is that in front of me? Oh. That's it, so okay.
Okay, so 19 points of damage to Tira. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet to get where he is. He'll keep moving and get to right here, actually. Or... let me check one thing real quick. He is good as spot as any. He will take his attacks against Philly. The first attack does a 16 hit.
No.
Okay. Does a natural 28. 28, I believe, hits.
No. No.
28, I believe, hits.
So a natural 20 and a 28.
Yes, it is. Okay, so let's see what that damage is. That's... you take 23 points of, I believe, slashing damage. And I need a Constitution saving throw from him.
He's at 23.
Yes.
What did the natural one get me? A 6, I guess.
You got natural 1 in your con save?
Yeah.
You are now stunned. With bonus action, he will drive the sword into the
Bonus?
ground. Crack his knuckles begins. What's up?
Just confirm, so we can be stunned despite our.
Are you unstunnable?
Are you unstoppable?
No. No, stunned isn't
Hold on, Manny. Now, hold
a
on.
mental
No,
condition.
I think stun is very different than hold
Hold on.
persons and things.
Okay. Oh,
You still can try to do it. It's your
Yeah.
body.
You,
that's
you have not lost the will to
physically
do things.
responding.
Everything else snatches away
Yeah.
free will, essentially. This is just ears
So-
ringing.
That's what makes monks a fucking menace for DMs.
That's great. When they're on your team. So he will use Flurry of Blows to take 2 more strikes here. He's at advantage. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah.
That's 12 points of damage. And the last one is a natural 20.
2 natural 20s on me?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I think he hates you, man.
I want to see the rolls, Brian. Now I don't trust you.
I'm just pressing the button on D&D Beyond, man.
That's what I said.
That's going to be another 21 points of damage.
Yeah, how much did you just take?
Well, I was at
Lot.
81. Now it's 25.
You still up there, guy?
Yeah, I'm alive. I just said what I got. Don't worry about what I got, but I just said what I got. The real ones know.
At the end of his turn, he will use his reaction to unleash the power of the sword.
What does this do to me? Now I'm dead.
Good lord, bro.
Yeah, you
He
might die now.
He will take it, scratch it across the ground, and fling it up in your direction as a blast radiates out of this, going 30 feet. So it will hit you and Katra. I need a dexterity saving throw. You automatically fail it because you're stunned, Philly. Katra, I need your dexterity saving throw.
1 second. I'm trying to look up the stats of the horse.
While she's looking up the short stats, I now have Warcaster, but what does this mean for my concentration spell lesson?
If you're KO'd, it's gone.
Well, if I didn't die.
If you didn't
I
die,
got
you'd
faith.
be making a con save with advantage, I believe, for all 3 of those hits. So I would need 3 con saves.
I failed the dex save.
Okay. Are you
Catherine,
unconscious?
Are you within 10 feet of me? Are you within 10 feet of me?
Yes.
Me?
You get plus all your saving throws.
Plus what?
Plus 2.
It's still a 12.
Okay. So,
But thank you.
Philly, you take
Actually, wait,
71.
wait. Hold on.
71?
Hold on. I'm trying to see, is it actually? Can't find the dex saving throw for this thing. Well, let's just say it failed. Okay, 71.
71. and
71?
Philly, you also take 71 as the 5 missed attacks are unloaded at one time.
It was 150 last time.
Yeah, it was 150 last time. This is much less.
I want to see this character move later after this game. I call foul.
Katra is back to herself.
Okay. Okay. And you are unconscious, friend Greg?
Yeah, what does that mean for me?
Well, healing spirit goes away.
Oh, fucker.
Lucky for Slyrak, he was not in the line of attack there, so he didn't take any death fails. But that's pretty much it. You've been put down. Tira has a smile creep across his mechanical face as it kind of exhales and says, "Almost done now." As it picks back up the sword and lifts it, reverse grip for a killing blow. But that's the end of his turn.
What? Can somebody teleport me, please?
Slyrak, I need a death saving throw from you.
Oh, does Stu
Right,
go away?
No ones.
Oh, this one. But D&D Beyond.
Everybody say no whammy.
Oh, that's a whammy.
Okay. That's one failure, but you didn't automatically die, so that's
Oh.
good. This will bring us to Jerry. Slyrak is next to you, bleeding out. Philly is 5, 10, 15, 20 feet away from you, bleeding out, with a very clear intent from Patira to kill him.
Can I say something in our heads?
Absolutely.
I say, I can mass cure wounds, so try to kill this thing.
Where's Little Man at right now?
In front of
5, 10, 15, 20. 20 feet away.
Oh, right
from
down
you.
here by it. So how much movement would it take me to step out? Would it take me 10 feet just to step out the box?
Yes. So 30 feet total to reach him.
25.
10, 20, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, 25. So
10?
you can reach him. You can reach him.
Slyrak, you feeling good about this?
Yep.
All right, I'm going down there. Boom. All right.
We're gonna put this thing down quickly.
Do I put it down or pick up Feely?
Put it down.
I'm unconscious. I can't talk.
All right, we're going with the battle
He needs
axe.
to be dead before his sword charges up again.
Going with the
Needs to be
battle
dead before he swings his next blow, or I die forever.
It'll
No,
take 2
I have
hits. It'll take 2
master
hits to
wounds.
kill you. Yeah.
So
All right, 24 to 19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Both?
Both hit.
Nice.
All right, that's 12 and 11. Let's see what else I can add. Also, give me 1 second.
All right, I might have to tap into Homeboy's power to resurrect me right now.
Do you want to?
I gotta share it with my cousin first. It's my promise I made to her, and I can't lie or I'll die. So I'm catch 22.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead at the 3rd level again and do Searing Smite. And add 3d6. That's 8. Homie is on fire now. His speed is also slowed again. Hold on, I have more. I'm gonna go ahead and just roll again to see if I get a higher damage for one of them.
Go for it. I love you
It's
unlocking
11,
the full
so, yeah.
might of your character traits.
Yeah, all that. And so I'm also going to do Divine Smite. Because
How many smites can you pump into one spell?
Whoa, man! That's your job.
Let me see. What was the other smite you did?
Searing Smite is a bonus.
Yeah, Divine is just a thing you can do, so you can definitely
Yeah,
mark
Divine
the
is
spell
just a
slot. You have the spell
Yeah.
slot for it.
I do.
Jeez.
All right. Let me get this Divine Smite. That is Divine Smite 2d8 radiant damage. I'll do it at the 2nd level, so that gives me 3d8. Let me go ahead and mark off my spell slot. Second level.
Okay.
3d8. Roll that. That's extra 16 points of damage.
Jeez. So You just did 58 points of damage.
Sounds about right.
Boom.
Jeez, man. This is why our previous paladin used to cut off heads every time a turn came up. 'Cause she would just like do enough damage to murder people. And there's always pick off with the head. You have done severe damage to this thing. Patira is looking bad.
Alright. Get away from my friend!
Okay. That is going to bring us to Relcuris, I believe. Yeah. Relcuris is in difficult terrain. We can't get down there. He will take a shot with his his crossbow.
Yeah, Feely's down, so it's not like he has to, try and
Yeah,
handle
worry about him.
Don't roll a
Unfortunately,
natural
the
one and
first
you're
one,
good.
first one's gonna miss.
Yeah. Is Brian talking?
I just said one missed.
Oh,
It did go quiet for a while, Greg. Yeah.
I logged out and logged back in.
So I was rolling damage. The first one misses, and let me check a fun thing to see if I can do a fun thing. Unfortunately, I cannot. So, first one will miss. He'll shoot the second one. That'll miss again on my really cool metal dice. Both miss. 2 runes light up on the sword.
God damn it.
This will bring us to Fino.
One second.
Mhm.
He runs up. Gets advantage with advantage.
No advantage.
No. He runs up to a position where he can get advantage.
Uh,
So he can flank Jerry, right?
Yeah, he can go 30 feet and do that.
Okay. Alrighty.
Yeah, natural 20 for the 29 will hit.
Hey.
Okay. 19, 8, 20 is also double because the natty. Jeez. So that's 67 points of damage. So we've gone from 58 last turn to 67 this turn. In two turns, 125 points of damage.
Wow.
Would someone like to narrate
good
for
work,
me how?
Hold on. He's stepping out. He's stepping out. How he's stepping out so he can do it himself.
Okay.
Let's fucking go.
Wow, you guys.
All right. So, this guy's a tiny guy.
Regular person
Yeah,
size,
little
yes. Regular person size.
Low man. Low man.
All right, so yeah, so he picks his sword up, and this time he stabs into the top of his head. He said, "I thought I killed you before. I said you are no verge." It stabs him in the top of his head, like skewers him.
As the sword pops up to the top of his head, the eyes go bright before rapidly dimming as he says, "You bring the enemy to our gates, you fool!" As he falls back off your sword, destroyed.
I pop up back to life. What do you mean?
You don't until someone does it.
All right, I'm gonna. Are we out of turn order?
This brings us out of turn order, brings us out of combat.
Holy shit.
All right, I'm gonna hit a mass cure wounds. 1 sec.
I don't think I got hit.
Yeah, I don't think you got hit either.
Half back alive.
Oh,
Oh, did we win?
hold on. 8, 13, 16, 19, 21, 25 for everyone.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Hell fucking you.
Woo, you guys.
Real quick. It's pronounced.
Is what?
It's pronounced Ugai.
It is pronounced Ugai. Very good. Down goes the Warforged. End of combat, end of danger. Let me find my musical track.
Woohoo! Aha!
I'm alive.
Yeah, Mass Cure Wounds was cast. Go ahead and roll. Did you roll it, Catcher? How much they got?
Yeah, she said 25. 25.
Okay.
Let's fucking go, guys.
Fuck yeah. I look towards both of the druids, slightly embarrassed, just a little bit. Thank you, both of you.
We're a team. What else would we do?
Certain I wouldn't be here without you two.
I feel like you owe me a pack after this. Smoking camaraderie.
Sounds
In my
only
head,
fair.
in my head, I said to cousin, what do you think? What do you think he means behind bringing the evil one here? You know it's me, but what do you think this thing is?
I think it's the. You know, I know whatever it is, it's certainly ancient. I don't know.
You took the deal with the devil. When everyone else turned it
This is
down.
my head.
Oh, it's in your head. No, 101. My bad.
Private DM.
We can maybe. Wait, who? Hold on. When we asked Bob, wait, is somebody supposed to be looking into it?
Looking into
I think
the
I know.
existence of the
I know.
world.
Yeah, I think. I'm trying to look back on the conversation with Harry, what he said about it. He's gonna look into it and see if it could be used for our benefit, but I don't think I asked exactly what it is.
Was that around when you talked to him about it?
No,
Okay.
it was a like message I had with 101. We need to find out, but I'll tell you, whatever it is, it's evil, and it wouldn't. This weapon is aimed at it. I can tell you that for sure.
I need an exorcism. Okay.
The weapon is aimed at. Oh, damn it! I'm not in your heads.
Oh yeah, I was just about to respond too.
And we can bring it to. Have I ever informed the group about this?
I mean, we know that you took the deal. I think
I'm
you
not
told
sure
us
you
that earlier.
expressed your enhanced abilities. may
Yeah,
have
no, I don't
that.
know.
No, you didn't.
All right.
Rokeros will drop back down to his regular size as he twists the band across his arm.
So maybe we should go back to the space between worlds and have a little chat.
Yeah. Hey, Ugai.
Dude, I'd like to try to upgrade my great sword if it's still on his body.
Oh yeah, that sword's still lying there. Runes have gone dormant.
Yeah,
Can we have we scavenged through the space?
I'm about to say let's pick up his body too. We can
Yeah,
take his
let's
body.
see what if we can find anything of use.
Let's see if we can repair our Warforged and have a Warforged guardian.
We have
That's
a
fascinating.
Perhaps Bob could make him an undead Warforged.
Ooh.
That feels
Or maybe we can find in
tricky.
what did we kill?
I could animate him with plant life.
What are they
The
called?
Tinker.
What are they called? The ones who can do magic with material, metal, and stuff. We
Artificer?
killed them.
Or
Artificer,
Artificer.
yes. Maybe we can find an artificer. Turn this into something.
We haven't had much
Um,
luck with artificers lately.
Mhm.
Oh, right.
I mean, we murdered one,
Can I do an investigation check of the
but
room?
then he came back to life.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
Brian,
ahead and roll
I'm checking.
investigation. Anyone who wants can roll investigation.
Actually,
Yeah, I will
Yeah.
you know what though? I
Mhm.
want to investigate to see if there's any clues about what this thing is that they're trying to destroy. So
Okay.
especially looking at like the symbols and stuff, just to see if it's anything like that.
I'm investigating for valuable items.
That's what
Okay.
I'm investigating for.
I rolled a 2 and I got an 11.
Can I
I got a
roll
fucking 3.
Still,
I got a
with
3.
advantage at all? Especially because I'm investigating with spice. Spice.
With
dice.
with spice. Actually, you're at disadvantage because you have 1 point of exhaustion
Why do I have exhaustion?
from doing spice.
Oh, then I'm gonna greater
You
restoration.
and
No, greater. Oh, but that'll take me off spice, right?
yes, it will.
That's okay. I'm gonna. If I come off of spice, at least it'll be a straight roll.
That's correct.
Can I ever do that?
Okay. Greater restoration. I believe that burns like a diamond or something. What's the component for that?
Hold on, let me check. 100 DP of diamonds. Hold on, I don't think I have a spell slot for it anyway.
let me heal you.
Hold on.
I can heal your spell slots.
Oh, actually, I can get back a spell slot, so.
Am
Yeah.
I
I'd
in
be
a,
here for more than.
I have a point of exhaustion
I'm gonna
too, right?
get the spell slot
Yes, you
back
do.
as well.
Okay. So disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yes.
But I'm trying to find the thing where I can do this.
All right, one more time.
Because I think this is
A little
important.
higher this time.
So, yeah.
Damn it, I rolled low.
All right.
I'm using my skills.
So,
Features
yeah.
and traits.
I do greater restoration, so I can do this investigation.
Okay. Mark off the components that you burnt.
I'll just pass life.
You are no longer high on spice.
Mm-hmm.
Get a straight roll
Oh,
for that.
16.
16.
But if I'm looking at the stone and stuff like that, so I should get advantage, right?
What are you trying
Just
to?
half-
How is stone playing into this?
Because it's like stuff on the stonework, right? And stuff carved in the stone, or is that just for decoration? Okay.
There is. What are you trying to find out with this role in general?
I'm trying to see if I can find out if it gives any clues on who or what the enemy is,
Then no. Just,
like
just mark
where
an
it
advantage.
is.
Just be a straight
Okay.
roll.
All right, I'm gonna do this for you. Natural fucking 20.
Natural 20.
Let's go.
Sheesh. Wow.
With my druid die, that's amazing.
So the room is a bit spartan. There's not much in it in regards to the designs or anything you're seeing here. Looking at the map, if everyone else here rolls, there's not much to find that's valuable in here outside of, I guess, the body of the Warforged and the weapon he had.
Yep.
Beyond that, it's just torches and the map, and just very well made, unaltered stonework. Katra, as you go through all the stonework and the map itself and looking around, whatever this enemy is, it must span the globe. Just simply looking at the way the walls are designed, the grid and line on the map, essentially, that you picked for whatever damage is incoming, the location of the other wall cities. Whatever this was designed to do, it was designed to affect the entire planet in one go. So the enemies either Legion, or they had no idea how to track it, so wanted to attack the entirety of the planet. You aren't quite sure which of those options it is, being that you're picking areas to attack, and what you can assume now is every wall city you have the same choice. Once again, the options would be that the enemy is everywhere, or that the enemy needs to be corralled to whatever final location you guys are zeroing in on. You get the impression this room was made in a hurry, but time was spent perfecting it. It seems like it definitely only has this one intent. As you go over to where the controls were that the Warforged was making, that piece of stone seems to be completely flush now with the rest of the table. It does not. You get the impression that the choice cannot be changed or altered at all by any means. And you get an odd sense of time. You all had. Let me pull up World Anvil. I believe you had until the 16th for this thing to start, for the city to start rising.
I thought it was the 18th. I don't know what that number is.
It's one or the other. Let me.
We had until a date.
Yep.
Yes, you had until a specific date until the city would begin to rise. Who has the Staff of Ages? Is it present at the moment?
Thena.
I think it's on Slyrock's back. Oh, no, that's right.
Oh,
Slyrock
has it?
Slyrock definitely has it. You have the Staff of Oaths, right?
Oh, I have Staff of Oaths. There you go.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Y'all made me keep it.
Yes, the Staff of
so-
Ages is on Slyrock's back.
So yeah, the 18th was the beginning of the rise of the city. So you guys, 12 days are added to the staff itself.
Around 9 o'clock.
Oh shit. Okay.
Wait, sorry, what happened?
12 days is added to the staff as you guys were able to come in here and finish this earlier than the time limit was. Let me see if I wrote this other thing down or not. One second. Katra, as you're still looking around, and going through the stonework, which one of you guys can read everything? That's Slyrak?
Slyrock.
You're able to point out to Slyrak some engravings on the base of the map here. As Slyrak bends down and reads it. Another 40 days is added to the staff.
Oh.
As the city takes 1 month to rise to the top of the wall.
Nice.
Nice.
And reading this and seeing that, putting your hand across some of the stonework, there is one piece of stone that seems to, you could possibly press it in if you wanted to. So if you wanted to, you could accelerate the rise of this city to the top.
Oh.
Shit, that feels like it's really important. Like, I don't think anybody else knows.
We might lose those D's.
Will we lose the days? I wonder.
No.
No. Okay.
Is there a negative?
Probably get more.
That's 52 days to the staff total.
Yes.
We ran the city up early. We might get more, dude.
Do you know if there are any negatives to this? Speeding this up.
Okurus says, well, a city that's currently on the ground would now be in the air. Beyond that, nothing jumps out to me. I, at this point, know everything you know, I think.
Then why the fuck did you want this?
Heard this city would probably go through at least a brief period of quite a bit of suffering.
You think so?
Only those with severe magical ability would be able to leave or come. Would destroy trade routes at least.
There's still the track and the moving cars of the top of the wall. That still exists. Eventually, they'll create ladders or some system to get up to it. It would delay, certainly.
That's what I was going to say. Now that we have this knowledge, it might be a good idea to start a, stairwell business. You go, get our apprentice, we just put him on making steps. We can monopolize it. Slyrak, this would be our dream.
I will say, I think maybe doing it faster would be better for the populace in general, because the city moving is going to cause panic. It's better to just do it quickly all at once than have it dragging out over weeks and people not knowing what's going on or where it'll end.
Or attracting unwanted attention to it.
Yeah,
Happening.
I mean, yeah.
Do we know if the Undercity is going to rise too?
Valkyris frowns and kind of shrugs. Honestly, I'm not really sure. I don't know what qualifies as the city. I mean, it was built from the literal ground up, so in theory, the Undercity wasn't always under, it was simply the city.
Oh, yes.
So then probably.
Maybe.
Well,
Maybe then.
those really
If the city will, yes, the Undercity will just be the top level then. You will see some sun.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so I suppose
Yeah,
if
the
everything
Undercity will be the
lifted,
ground level.
if everything lifted but the Undercity, it would simply just be a city sitting there without issue.
But it,
well.
Exposed.
I've been on mute this whole time.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Do you not understand repercussions if we just raise the lands that quickly?
it's not the land, it's the city.
And how does the city raise?
We'll see.
Huh?
We shall see.
If there is a shifting of Alestria in any way, there are going to be environmental changes. And if we raise the city immediately, this is not a... Do they have elevators in this world? This is not a lift, like
Well-
ropes and a pulley.
It's
I understand, but the tsunami already happened, Feely. We
Right.
just saw it. Cracking.
And there
also,
could be more to come.
this is not on fault lines or any such thing, so I don't think the impact will be as severe as you might be thinking.
But so
Brian, can I do a history check of just like what I might have received from like the that spirit that gave me any type of the warning of like what's to come, and if this has any like what this deals with it,
Yeah, go ahead and roll history for me.
or insight.
You have not had any direct conversations about cities rising with that.
Oh my gosh.
No. I'm not talking to that thing.
What are you trying to talk to? Or
Oh,
what are you
no, I'm
trying
not
to
talking to that
insight?
thing.
What are you trying to get insight from, or what are you trying to
Insight
do?
from the first vision that I got.
Who's eating all
seeing-
the chips?
Same. Right next to where,
Oh, snap. My bad.
Yeah, you're okay.
no,
Just a pet peeve, driving me slowly insane. What are you trying to? So from your backstory
From the initial-
vision,
You have a backstory vision, yes. If there was something else that was discussed in that vision that set me out on the world that relates to this to that, and any knowledge of rising the thing immediately, if that causes increased like damage.
roll history
That's what
for
I
me
said.
first.
Okay, I rolled a 20 on the history.
No, in the two visions now that you've received, none of them had anything to do with this wall city specifically. It is mostly global, terrible damage from Crackhammer out. As far as roll a nature check, as far as what the impacts of quickly raising a city would
Oh
be.
yeah. All right, 22.
22. But depending on how fast it moves, there could be some significant damage to just people and infrastructure. As far as the surrounding lands, it depends on what kind of energy is used to raise this city, and if anything's pushed back against the Earth or Alestria itself. But you don't get the impression this would be cataclysmic by any note. You know, it's not like dropping a large city onto the ground and creating a cascade of earthquakes and such. You don't know much about the wall cities or the walls and their magics, so you're not really quite sure by what means this thing's going to lift up in the first place. The main thing you can peg as potential worry is the people who are currently in the city who would be quickly accelerated depending on how fast this thing moves.
All right, so I tell folks, I just really think whether it's the land, whether it's the impact to the land or the people themselves, they have a right to know that this is going to happen before we just raise it on them immediately.
they won't know though. There's no way for them to know. There's not information we can just disseminate.
So
We're
if
not
we
here.
don't press the button, when does it happen?
It's gonna rise over days, over a month.
I'll take months over now.
Right. But they wouldn't know. It would just cause panic. That's what I'm saying. It would just keep rising. I feel like that would cause way more chaos than just one and done.
I just don't want to let people die innocently. I understand.
Are
that.
heroes. You do jobs
My
for
whole-
money.
My whole mission is to save the world.
I say I think this would be possibly saving it.
By doing it immediately.
Real Curious
That's pretty
says, well, so I hear what you're saying, Billy. There is a danger to people's lives and their well-being, yes. But the other alternative is we wait out 40 plus days and then we get to see what happens when the city rises. We can do that, but like Capture was saying, they will panic over the course of the month as the city slowly rises. They will look
Fino
to try
goes
to
and pushes
see.
the stone.
Oh,
Turn on each other.
he said Fino pushes the stone right now.
Oh,
I just look in
Um,
shock.
Oh
Shoulders.
shit!
Shoulders lowered.
You didn't even let us go to sleep first.
And I just look upset. Distraught.
you push it in. There's the sound of a do click, and that's it.
We need to get back to escalation. See what's happening.
No, we do not. We need to be in this room while it rises.
Hmm.
Real
Okay.
curious looks at you, Fino,
It happens.
and
This
he
is what
says, "So, Fino, thanks for making that choice for all of us."
Decisions need to be made. Too much talking.
And I
Too
say,
much
don't remember
talking.
this. Remember this.
Interesting.
Fino, that was quite a big decision.
We do not know what will
happened.
happen on either side. We are
Room
debating something we have no clue about.
Right, but
Room no.
we need to make the choices as a group.
As you all kind of look around to see if there's any changes on the map, Fino, who is still spice high,
Oh, he's high right now?
he is.
Do I have-
Oh my god, that makes it so much worse.
I mean,
No
Captain
more
was
spice for
pretty
you,
involved
buddy.
the whole fight.
No more spice for you.
He still has his cognitive facility. He rolled pretty well in his save.
No, I don't care.
So not take away the onus of Fino deciding to do that.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. I'm not saying that.
Mhm.
We'll never do spice around us again.
What did you say?
Uh,
Still your
the-
fault. Your choice.
as you look around, Fino, you kind of see the room aglow in magic for a moment after the click. Before that seems to fade, the top right coil is lit up solidly in magic, stretching off beyond your vision. And you can kind of see a swirl of magic go around the map table and dissipate. And as you kind of follow it and look, the top right wall city is kind of glowing a bit, a very low pulse. That would be the one in between Gilavesto and Faust.
Oh, so that one is up next.
Fino, this whole time, he glances at the wall, sees it's glowing, but he's keeping his eye on the area that's going to suffer pain. Like, that's going to suffer because of his what's it called?
Oh, the chosen area of effect?
Mm-hmm.
So what? He has a heart now.
No, like, I mean, say something else to him. Figure it out.
That's your job to find out as a player.
What are you doing? What? Why?
If it is going to be the Evertundra that suffers, and it's going to be my people that suffer, I'd rather not stretch this out 30 days.
40.
I was about to say 40,
40
but
days.
that's fine.
You're from there? You're from there?
Yes.
I just like to say, buddy,
Oh,
that's
you are
insane.
hard.
I say he
So
was
should I have chosen your people?
he was clearly distraught when the choice was made. He wasn't happy about it to begin with.
You rough.
You know, before we started choosing people, maybe we should have thought about this before, kicking in the stone.
No, we already chose though.
No, he
Already
chose people
cool,
on purpose.
You guys didn't seem to care that he was
Oh.
Andra.
Oh, I cared about the people all over the map, but yeah, you're a different breed. You are a different breed.
Real Curious lays his crossbows down and says, well, we do have to make this choice a few more times. I assume we won't be sending every shot, whatever this is, into the Evertundra. hopefully, with this next room, we'll have more of the coast to deal with. Maybe into the sea.
Maybe it should go into the Everton. Maybe everything should go to one place, so that only one group of people suffers, instead of spreading suffering around the whole world.
Catcher says,
Yeah,
I had a very
I don't know that that's how that's going to
similar
work.
idea. Just didn't think it was my place to say it.
Does it work like that? I thought it went one and to the next sequentially.
No. Wait, what is Solaric saying?
I had the same idea as Fino. I just didn't think it was my place to speak it.
Wait, what
Press
was
the button.
which
What
idea?
idea?
Send all of it to the same spot. That spot would most likely be wiped off the map, but it would control and consolidate all the damage and minimize the number of people.
Wait,
But
Brian.
I am fully aware that what I'm suggesting is
Um,
the genocide of whoever lives there.
did you say that this? You said it's either around the world or it has to be corralled to one spot, right?
So based on what you're looking at from this layout and design, either the enemy is spread throughout the entire planet, or the enemy could be targeted in one location. So either this is designed to scattershot the world, or it's designed to corral the enemy to one location and blast that location. You still have no idea how this thing works, what its capabilities are. You're just looking at how it's designed and the layout from that. It has one of those two functions: affect the entire planet to some degree, or affect a region decided to a degree.
But when we asked, what information did Fino get from the maker when he asked what would happen?
That area would be a necessary sacrifice.
That one area. And then when we asked about making choices from the other thing, it said everyone has to choose.
I believe it didn't have knowledge on the other Wall City rooms, essentially. You have to make it if you get there, you have to decide there. He couldn't give you any information beyond what this room was functioning to do.
All right. Well, I tell them all based on what I can ascertain. It's either going to affect the whole world, or one specific part will get blasted off, but we can't be sure.
I think that in between the other 5 rooms as we hunt these down, I think we need to be investing all other efforts into identifying the enemy, and if we can lure them to the Evertundra. Them, whatever it is.
We shall just send
And again,
Feely there.
You said what?
that
Feely, you have the enemy. That's what he said.
I have a portion of the enemy, not the enemy.
is that you are our best bet at finding it. Or whatever it is.
Rokirus folds his arms and says, "Personally, I've never found zealots to be the best narrators. What makes you have a piece of the enemy, or Philly?"
I was waiting for us to talk about this back at the home without him. That's it. Say that outside the game.
I mean, you can,
You're talking to mind chat.
That was that's my chat.
Only a doorway away.
Yeah, that was my chat, Brian.
Before we leave this room, Brian, am I able to get any idea on age here? Like,
age of this room.
yeah. Even based on like stonework or specific style.
It is. It's newer than the walls, but the walls are ancient and unidentifiable for age. But it is newer than the walls. It's the best you can pull out.
Mhm.
The walls, whenever studied, gave across the idea that they've always been here. I believe Rokuris has mentioned that they're not a forever structure. They were created. But that goes further back than recorded history that you have access to. And Rokuris is still waiting for an answer for the question he asked.
that was mine.
He's still just looking at... No, Rokuris asked aloud what makes you the enemy. He heard the Warforged call you the enemy multiple times.
Oh. So, but his comment was about the piece that I talked about, which was Mind Speak.
No, I mean, Fino
So
just
there's
mentioned you being the enemy aloud as well. And that's saying
Thank you,
it
Fino.
makes sense to send you because you have the enemy with you.
How do I say this? I'm not gonna say this with too much pizzazz, y'all, but I touched something I shouldn't have touched.
Would you like to explain?
We've all been there, Cats.
Remember what it was?
I'm sorry?
We've all touched something we shouldn't have touched.
Touched something I shouldn't have touched, and
Why'd you say cancer? What the hell?
Because you just asked would he mind explaining. So he like, nah, we all been there. Like, you don't gotta explain.
Should we go to the room to have this conversation though?
Well, has the thing risen yet? Doesn't it take an entire day?
Do we know that it takes an
You
entire
have
day?
no idea how long it takes.
The room between worlds should be fine.
Rokuris says, yeah, I mean, that space is not in escalation.
No, yes. But I'm saying, don't we have to be in this room when it gets to the top?
I think we just had to make the choice before. Or when it
Oh.
did.
Where are my superpowers, Rokuris?
Pardon?
Oh yeah, weren't we supposed to get something?
Where are my superpowers? I was promised superpowers.
I don't believe you were. I was there as well.
You know, like
saying
Billy
all
had.
this.
He can drop fireballs. I want that.
I think that's just because he's a druid.
Fuck you.
No. That was a special deal between me and the DM.
Between you and the devil again? That's another one? Another one.
Choice words.
Wait, so can we note where the map is lit up? I'm pretty sure that's the next room we need to look into, and I have a feeling the countdown has started for that, for the city starting to rise. So we'll need to get there quickly.
Said it was the walled city between Faust and
Gilvesto.
Gilvesto.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can we see what nation that is?
It isn't one. The wall cities fall outside of any nation's control.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And Valkoris, we'll fill you in more once we get to our space, but let's deal with this first.
or sorry, what city that is? Not nation. What the name of the city is?
I would have told you.
I'll get back to you on the city's name. I'll look it up. It's been
Okay.
a while since that's been relevant, since I created it. Rokuris will pick up the Warforged and say, all right, let's head back. And without objection, you guys can head back through the door to your home between worlds.
Can that map come off the
was
table?
there-
No, the map is embedded in the table.
Oh, okay.
It's not paper. The table is carved as the map.
Was there anything special about the greatsword, or it just intricate?
You can identify it or spend some time with it and attune to it and see what pops up.
As we get back to home, I will.
Okay.
One thing. Am I able to, like, since it's like engraved in table, can I like do like a sketch, like put the paper over it and like sketch it so we have a copy of the map?
I mean, it's huge if you're talking about a shit ton of paper, but it is a traditional map of Alessia. There's nothing outside of the seas being larger. There's nothing exactly.
Oh, everything else is the same. Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, Fino's, when we get back here, Fino will just carve it into something.
Yeah, like make a note
I
of
would like to take note because didn't that have
grids.
the 6th marker?
So Fino can perfectly recall.
The
So he's
sixth
going to
wall
carve it
city.
on our side.
Yeah, so you guys have a map table in your house.
Yeah.
So you can recreate the grid you
Right.
picked. Since he has perfect recall, you can recreate essentially all the information that was on this map in this room.
Exactly what he's doing.
Because we currently don't know the location of the mystery.
The Sixth Dominion is the name of
Sixth
that
Wall
other place.
The 6th minion.
This might tell us at least where it is. Whether we want to go there or not is a different story. But
Right. Was Bob outside? I saw his head. Was he actually out there?
Hi, Bob,
Skull
Bob the
Bob?
Skull. No, Skull
Skull
Bob
Bob.
is in the library.
Where is that at?
In your house, being constructed.
All right. While they do that, I want to go talk to Skull Bob.
I'm gonna take a short rest, get some more hit points back.
Yeah, are we going back to those rooms? Like ASAP?
What rooms?
Where
Actually,
it
I
had,
want to hear what Philly has to say before I do that. Sorry.
no, I got nothing to say that's gonna be great. Where's but can I also wait for homeboy to come to me about the conversation, Brian?
I mean, so you guys all walk back here, Relcurus as well. You guys make your way to the map room as Fino kind of carves in and adjusts your map to match the map you saw. So you can put the 8 quadrants in and the 8 grid lines, kind of highlight the one you've picked. He kind of circles on the map the 5 known wall cities and the new 6th dominion that has been identified. And you can mark it as a short rest across this time as he's doing this. You guys are kind of in the room.
Okay. So I asked Philly, what did you touch?
It was the same thing we all had the opportunity to touch. Something in the dungeon.
That glowing stone.
You guys are all aware of this. He mentioned this when you guys got out that room when it happened.
Yes.
He was the one. He responded to it. You guys were all tempted by this thing to answer a question. I think he's the only one that actually did it. So you guys
Was
know exactly
Relcurus
what
with
it was. No, he wasn't.
He was not.
And we get mind speak. We can trust Valkyrus, right?
As far as we can throw him, he's a giant.
I mean,
No, I think we can trust him a decent bit. He's not one of us, but I think he's okay.
he also has some loyalty to Riveria.
Exactly.
And he's here for this conversation right now, correct?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
So,
he
all
loves
right,
the new
Out-
new side.
all right. Outside of the DMs, back into the real world. To answer your question, Valkyrus, I have an inclination that, full disclosure, that Warforged was talking about me. I don't know what it is, but when confronted with an opportunity to aid my team, I responded to a voice of support.
Where was this?
Motherfucker, definitely a politician.
In the dungeon, what was that dungeon, yo?
The
The
capstone.
capstone.
The capstones, yeah, and the capstones.
Whoa!
Glowing
So you
stone.
interacted with something in the wall city? In the wall stone? Oh.
Well, the
I mean-
glowing purple stone.
I guess
Okay.
technically we all did at the end of that little adventure. So I can't fault you for that. But now, so are you evil? Do you want to kill us? How do you feel?
I throw down my staff and I walk up to Valkyrus and I give him a hug. I do not want to kill you. I am not evil.
Oh, we're hugging. Okay. I'll hug you back.
um,
All
the
right.
Ugai plus you are family to me. No, I am not evil. I don't rely on. I don't know. I don't know what this is. Do you have any understanding of whatever that tempting voice was?
I need to come across it. I'm not sure what room that was in. But
Rolling
if,
for finish.
if you feel fine, we have to keep an eye on you, I guess. I don't know. Again, zealots, great of soul with the things they say. You know, I get the impression that Warforged has been there for a very long time. The one we ran into in the Quagmire was insane.
Real curious. I can tell you that he was not lying or exaggerating.
Well, no, well, he was, because the thing might be evil, but I am not evil, cousin.
No, he wasn't calling you the enemy. He was calling the thing that's
Yes, he said you have brought it.
grasping at you, the enemy.
I'm curious, looks back. Do you? So did you take something out of the dungeon? Do you have something that you took from there?
No, nope. Just used it to help us get out of that dungeon.
Wait, do I know about the mark?
We know about the fucking stone he pulled out of his pocket.
Well, you took a stone. You have a stone from the dungeon, actually.
I still have that. I still have it.
You have not said you got rid of it. And I believe, I feel like some of you guys saw the mark in his neck. I'm not sure.
I feel like we did.
I think you did.
Can we? So we know he has the stone too. The stone in the mark.
He showed you the stone.
He got the Sorcerer's Stone. He got the Harry Potter mark.
He showed you the stone. He, to my knowledge, did not leave it in the dungeon, so he still has it.
Okay, I say to Philly in the group thing, I think you should show him the stone.
I will. I forgot about the stone. Maybe that's how they've been communicating with me.
Also, your neck, maybe. Let's see.
I forgot about my neck too.
Please tell me you've been carrying around a cursed object and didn't even know it.
Didn't even know it.
About,
you take out. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I take it out. But Brian, just history check for my own memory. Actually,
Hmm?
was I told that I have to keep this stone on me, on my persons?
No. I think you had tried to give it to Katra, and you felt a very strong urge to take it back. You were fine with her looking at it. You had a moment when the option almost came to lose it.
My precious, I remember this. Okay. All right. So I show Valkyris the stone and be like, I have this from that encounter.
He takes it and kind of looks at it. It's a flawless gem, but doesn't seem out of place. And he will take one of his crossbows off his back and kind of spin the middle and stop it on red. You mind?
Mind what?
Seeing if it's magical.
Oh.
So, magic.
Brian, let me know if my character gets any urges based off the curse that y'all put on me.
And I wonder if that staff, if our oath would impact this at all, like his thing.
What the lyings and honesty, or the?
No, the like his ability to be like kind of compelled and things of that nature.
Huh.
Like, if it would.
Interesting. So as Rokurus goes to put this emerald or this gem on the red glow of his crossbow, give me a wisdom saving throw. Did you roll, Greg?
Oh, what do you want me to roll? I'm sorry.
A wisdom save.
I closed my computer.
I can roll it for you if you want.
No, I don't trust you.
Bro, Kyr's missed every shot this fight. Don't do it. Don't let him do it.
Yep.
No, he did
Wisdom
some good
save?
there. Yeah.
You said wisdom save? All right.
Yes. Yes, please.
21.
Nice.
21.
As he's doing this, you do feel a slight discomfort building. Back of your neck gets a little itchy. Nothing that makes you want to scratch it immediately, but it's just a small growing uncomfort. Valkyris touches it to the centerpiece of his crossbow, and there's a
As he's
small.
doing this, I keep
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I was about to say I just keep inching towards him, closer to the stone.
I'm watching him. I kind of want to like start walking over there.
Okay.
I say in my head, cousin. I think
Yes?
you should stand still.
I am not a toddler, cousin.
Yeah, but I think it's not you compelling you to move closer.
And I continue to get a little closer.
Okay. You get closer. Valkyris puts it against this glowing red centerpiece. There's a little pop noise.
Cool.
And
I'm sorry to interrupt, but Enzo woke up, and so I'm kind of lost on what's going on right
you guys are back in your base. Valkyris is checking the gem that Philly got out of the dungeon to see if it's magical. He connects it, puts it against his the center of his crossbow, which glows red right now. There's a pop, and Philly, it feels like to you, like taking off a very heavy, wet raincoat that's just been soaked through, and you're taking it off, and that weight of that leather and water being held in it just comes off your shoulders.
Mm.
Off of me?
No, Philly.
Okay. Gotcha.
I checked for the scar. Is it there?
Back of your neck?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And give me a perception check with advantage.
I'm like carefully watching Philly, by the way.
And what did he do for me to have that weight thrown off of me?
Touch that gem to the hilt of his crossbow, which is currently red.
$17.
You get advantage. You can roll it again.
20. 22.
22. As you kind of strain your senses to see if anything else changes besides that freeingness of that weight you didn't realize was there for a while now. As your hand kind of involuntarily slowly goes to the back of your neck and gives it a rub, you kind of hear in your ear, or your inner ear as it were.
Oh.
Well. Is it time for that conversation already?
Ooh. Oh.
And to remind you, when you picked up this stone in the dungeon, the only request was for you to be open to a conversation later.
That was the only request. All right. I guess I got to do it. Yeah, but do I got time to nap?
There's a low chuckle that kind of reverberates inside your head. And he says, "Oh, absolutely. Come talk to
And I
me
say-
when you're at your best."
And mentally, I say to cousin.
I immediately like rush over to him.
He's
Right.
talking to me.
No.
Rokur is looking at you like, "Well, Philly, how do you feel?"
I feel like, have you ever worn a rain jacket before full of water and it all just comes off? I feel like I've
Yes.
lightened my load.
Well,
But at the
then
same
it's definitely
time-
magical. At the same time,
I'm staring at a big guy.
mm,
What does your crossbow do when it turns red? I've seen you do this multiple times.
oh, this doesn't leave this group. The trade secret, literally. They literally kill over it. He'll all just crossbow up and say, this is a not well-known element that can interrupt and break the arcane.
Hmm.
So
Very
I'm able
interesting.
to infuse some abilities with that to usually I use it to break concentration, to dispel some magics, things like that.
Very interesting.
I say to my cousin in his head, do not offer or accept anything. Not even an no open invitations, nothing.
No, I don't plan to accept anything, but I do owe the person a conversation from the deal we originally made.
Do not ask what you can do for it. Or
I'll
can
ask
you
what,
it?
I'll ask what it
somebody
can do
did.
for me.
That's not what you what you can do for your demon.
Real curious. Oh, go ahead.
I also say, and remember, it knows that we're fighting its enemy, so don't trust it.
That is a good reminder.
Real curious puts the crossbow back and says, well, you should be uncursed or unattuned, whatever that brings apart, and he'll with the gemstone in his hand kind of say, it doesn't even look that important, really. Hold it out to give it back to you.
Can we ask Bob what this, if he knows what this is? Bob,
What's a Bob? The guy outside? Oh, Bob has his talents. I don't think they fall into the arcane.
I say in our head while he's saying all this, I'm talking about the scroll, but let's not. I don't think Harry wants him to know about it, I think, now that I've said it out loud. So out loud to Rokier, I say, that's fair. Okay.
He will hand the stone to give it back to Philly. Says, do you want to keep this, or do you want me to destroy it or something?
I'd like to hold it if that's okay.
Sure. And he'll toss it to you. Catcher, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Oh, it's magic.
Lord.
Through the bones.
Oh, okay. Okay, 28.
Whoa.
28. Weesh. Okay.
Might have to go after we wrap this session, y'all.
We're about to call it a night. Ketra, you take the ruby, the gem. It is flawless, like Rakos was saying. It seems to be naturally occurring, not something that was cut. It is one of the more precious jewels you've ever seen. But beyond that, you just have this now in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Relcurus says, all right, I'm going to head back to Reveria, see what's shaking there. We do need tomorrow to probably go into that room and figure out where the main doors actually are, and if we need to do any kind of keeping people out of this room.
Just curious, why? Do you mean because of the map?
Because of the map, yes.
Hmm.
Wouldn't want people to know where to go next.
Right. Maybe
or to
tomorrow
even
we
see the
also...
giant coils of magic about.
Yeah. Maybe tomorrow we also go to escalation. see.
Well, that's a good idea. I don't know that you all. Some of you seem like you care about things. Would it be a positive to see something bad had happened, or a negative?
Well, I think we should be more well informed on the ramifications of our decisions.
All right. Tomorrow we'll hit up escalation. Then we'll go to the room and see where in escalation it comes out. And then figure out what makes sense to do next.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. He'll kind of give a nod to all of you, then make his way back out and through his door.
I want to take the gem to Bob, by the way, but after he leaves.
Okay. He leaves. You all make your way to Bob. Present the gem. He looks around and says, "Oh, hey, gang. What you got there?" You show it, and his skull lights kind of quickly look at it and go around it, then looks up at you all and looks at it and says, "Ooh, you guys are fucked."
No,
And that's where we'll end the
that's
session.
where we'll end this session.
God damn
Bob
it.
said that?
Yeah, the skull, Bob.
Doodle Bob. Wow.
Please.
Wow.
Please.
I want to say sorry to everybody. That's just part
Homeboy
of
has
Pino's
just been
character.
carrying around a cursed object in his pocket. For
Like the
last
ultimate
Yeah,
ancientest
he's been
curse of all curse.
carrying that around for quite a while.
I just want to say sorry to everybody though, for pushing that stone in. There's a part of Pino's character that I wanted to really bring to life and to bring to the forefront, and that seemed like a good time to do it. But he's not he pretty much he's like head first, head in, and like
Yeah.
tired of waiting to
Nah, fuck
discuss.
yeah. I'm good with it.
I know that
See what happens.
pissed off Philly and Katzner.
Well, at least there wasn't a good amount of conversation before you did it. You didn't just say,
Right, it seemed
"Fuck
like it was leaning that way.
I think it
He's
was
just-
leaning that way.
He was just like, yo, man, fuck this talking shit. Let's do this. And my people gonna be the ones that suffer anyway. Let's do this.
Oh my gosh.
But no.
That's
On the
crazy.
short rest, I did made that new great sword my pact weapon.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, did you?
That's-
Okay, we'll get into that next week.
I'm so sad about this damn gem now.
Very exciting stuff, guys. You guys got to the fight. You survived. He survived his second form by dumping just an unholy amount of damage in 2 turns.
Yeah, Philly like single-handedly basically destroyed. Well, no, Jerry did a good
No,
one.
it was Jerry and Fino did like 100.
like 42.
Yeah, Jerry did 58. Theo did 60 something. It's nonsense.
Oh.
Complete nonsense damage output.
It was one up time. He's like, oh, I can't let you have all the fun.
Yeah, it was like, oh, he's smaller now. Let's get it, and just completely destroyed him. Very good job, guys. We will see next. No session next week. Ravens play Sunday night. I will be very.
Who y'all
not
getting
sure.
cooked by?
We're crushing the Bills.
Oh, y'all getting cooked.
We're crushing the Bills to open the season.
Now, I personally like the Ravens more, but y'all getting cooked.
Blah blah blah. So in 2 weeks, we will see what Bob has to say about this stone. We will see what has come of escalation as you guys chose to accelerate its rise, and we will
This is
figure
awesome.
out what happens next. Congratulations for clearing the first room where it happens, you guys.
So we'll level up
yeah.
for the 2 weeks.
Yeah, let's
I
level
want
up.
to go.
Nope,
I
you
think
guys
that's-
just leveled up 3 weeks ago.
All right,
But
give,
it's about the experience.
all right, give me my
It
legendary
should
beanie
be,
on my
sure.
head. Give me my little goose legendary bean.
Oh, Spice Vision.
I want my spice
Change.
title.
you did not notice any spice changes, Fino.
Forged with war.
But again, we'll see how all that plays out. There's a lot that just happened.
That is quite a note to.
Yeah, well, that was the room where it happens. I mean, a lot happened,
guys-
didn't it?
Got some more days in the staff, which is dope.
That's really cool. 52 days.
It's back
How many?
took us from 365 to 417.
How many days did it cost us to make the stamp?
The Craghammer stamp plus the use for disadvantage in that fight took 175 days.
Okay. So if we go to all the rooms, we can get an extra stamp thing back.
Hopefully.
If we're early enough.
Yeah.
Mess around and fucking get killed in one of them rooms.
Rushing around. We gotta get more days. Then whack, whack, whack.
Yeah, maybe next time we should make a stamp before we
Something
go.
will hibachi us.
That almost went really bad. That was
It's
legitimately
okay.
one turn away from Philly getting murdered.
When you have a Fino by your side,
It's okay.
it's
I have
okay.
Revivify. I wasn't worried about it.
Yeah.
I
And that's a bonus.
understand. That's very, very cool.
What if it would have ashed his body out?
Oh, that would
I
have
was
been
gonna
awesome.
say, dude,
There's an
He tossed it
infinite
into the void.
There's an infinite void behind
being
you.
in a place that doesn't
That's
exist.
Oh, true. Yeah, it wouldn't have worked in that space too.
It would not have.
No, the video was getting blocked.
You just gotta hurry up and rush him out the room, pick him up and run.
I believe, is it Revivify technically an
Oh, it is technically
Necromancy
necrotic.
spell?
I mean, depending on how you
Let me
look
see.
at it, kinda yeah. I don't know if it's tagged necromancy, but
Oh, I'm
realistically
trying to find it
speaking,
on
I
my list
think it
here.
kind of is.
One of them is. It's either that one or Spare the Dying.
It just
I can't
says-
remember which one of 'em
Raised
is.
Dead is probably necromancy.
No, it says necromancy.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
that's
might
so
have worked then.
necromantic.
That might have worked. But of course, you'd need the time and space and not to be a target. But it'll probably worked out. But anyways, you didn't have to find out. You guys survived. You got the 2 party members up. And another big fight succeeded. Good job, guys.
Level up. Level up. Level up.
Nope.
Level up.
Nope. Can't level you up again. Gotta keep things a little balanced. Give me a little bit of time to adjust to your new super powerful characters before we make them more super powerful.
No, that was. This is. Man, the plot thickens.
Plot thickens. Plot thickens. Just a few plot reminders. Whenever Fino is in the mood, you can reach out to Thomas to get that guy you're looking for.
Mm.
I think that's the only big active plot things. Slarnak has an account opened with Faust, whatever that means.
Yeah, maybe look into that.
Yeah. I think that's the only
Shit headed that way.
2 big plot things currently floating and open. There was a connection made with the Artificer. I forgot who had that conversation with her, but I think it was Slarnak again. Kind of giving the where I'll be if you want to, hit me up type of situation.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, when I walked her out of
Yes.
the
You walked her
ballroom.
out. Katra has a budding goddess situation going. You got Clone Harry. You got Bob.
What about the bull from the Hall of Oaths?
Well, you haven't been home for a while. You were there for a second, but you do have a pending date. That's in the action too. You have a coffee date pending. You got the House of Oaths, and you have an apprentice who's still training, who is months away from completion. Long time before he's done. And of course, you stole a ton of magical items from Crackhammer.
Don't worry about that.
That we
We
deserve.
gotta
those.
check on that on the workshop. Hopefully, it's still there.
Well,
Trying
that
to
was
open
one of
up
the
other
protected
franchise.
areas. But yes,
Although,
I mean,
here's-
also you don't know about the whereabouts of the king. You guys are worried about that.
oh, that he made. Oh, right. I can go to sleep and scry.
It's not too worried.
Actually,
The
lie.
Catcher was worried about that.
King kind of seemed like a doofus.
Oh, I
Sorry.
need to go talk to oh, what's his name in the Undercity?
Oh, the Underbaron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do have some valuable information for the Underbaron.
That's right. He's from Bloodkiss, isn't
He's he's from Craghammer. He was in line to be the king, but the Eversharps took the throne.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys didn't go to the closed Bloodkith district, but that was where you found out Dolores and Punch were held up. You never went over there. But that's where we leave it. Fun session, guys. I'm excited for 2 weeks from now to see how things progress a little further.
Yeah. Exciting stuff.
It is. Hopefully we can get a few more sessions with Greg here, dive a little deeper into what's going on with him.
How did Slyrak go down? 'Cause I know he got close.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Ring of
First time?
Titanic Force.
He hit him hard.
Yeah, it did a shit ton of damage, but he failed his save, so he took
40 points of
half of
damage.
that damage, yeah. Because he failed his save with that ring, he took half of it, and that was enough to put him down.
So he took 20, and then he did 20 to the guy.
No, I mean, he did 40 to the Warforged, but since he failed his save, he took 20 of that 40.
Okay.
I don't think he's really strong enough to not take damage when he uses that item.
Mm-hmm.
But it did the trick. It knocked him out that form. It's just that he had a second form. You know, if it wasn't for that, it'd have been a victory. Picked him right up, no issue.
Oh, what happened when I thought you said what's it called?
He had
That's
a.
what I thought
What was it
gonna
called?
We got
What kept getting him back up?
Relentless Rage is what was keeping
yeah.
him up and in the barbarian form.
You have to roll what, a con save.
It's a con save.
It's
It
the
starts at
damage.
10. No, damage doesn't matter. It starts at 10, and you add 5 for each consecutive time. It got up to 25. That's the one he missed.
Hmm.
He had a +8. I rolled low for that last one.
Good money.
So that one point.
Right.
Yeah, it was 1 point of damage, but I had to roll. I had to be at 25 regardless, even though it was 1 point of damage.
Hilarious.
Yeah, every little bit counts legitimately.
Michelle told me first, she was like, that what? She was like, wait, that one, because I was like, one. LOL. She was like, and I see my text her, what? That one killed him. I was like, what? I was like, all right. You're no verge.
No Verge. But yeah, so Slyrak survived, which means Verge gets to survive next week. But no, we'll see how that plays out in the multiverse. But yeah, very cool.